Hey guys, I am so happy to have you here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what I used with my preschoolers this past year and what worked and what didn't. Hey guys, I am Stacey. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Today I'll be showing you guys what worked and what didn't work with my preschoolers. I actually have two of them. I mostly focus preschool on my son who is 5. During the past school year, he was 4, turned 5. And then my other little toddler, he was 2, turned 3. So I have a couple resources I'll show you that I use with him also, but I mostly focus preschool with Creed, my 4 and 5-year-old during the past school year. I have 4 boys. My other boys are twins and they are in 3rd grade. And you can catch their video. I just did a year in review of what worked and what didn't work with them. So I will link that video in the cards down below. Okay, so this is what is on my table here. I will start with my 4/5-year-old, what he was this past school year. And this is like a progression. This is what we started school year with and where we are now. And then over there is what I did with my 3-year-old the past school year. This here is books that you can get from Modern Staff or from CLE, Christian Light Education. And there's quite a few in the series and we worked through those. And then we also finished the Critical Thinking Co. This is building thinking skills. And we had started this last year and finished up right at the beginning of the school year. It's pretty easy and it's not writing. You mostly point and stuff. This is Doodles and Pre-Writing for Littles Part 2. We did Part 1 last year. He really enjoyed this. He especially enjoyed in the way back where you had things you had to find and cross out. And he was saying, Mom, I want more of those kinds of pages. Then we did Kindergarten 1, which is more of a preschool stuff, but it's really good. This is the teacher's guide. It's really detailed and I do recommend the teacher's guide for this. And then we did the workbooks. There is 5 little light units, so like workbook 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And it's a lot of just really simple activities. And so we did about a lesson a day of that and got through that. And then we're gonna do Kindergarten Part 2 next year in kindergarten. So next of all, we did Alphabet Adventures from the curriculum company called Where'd You Learn That? Homeschool. It's by my friend Rachel and her family. And we did it on the iPad. You can print it, but we just chose to do it right on here. We did Part 1 and Part 2. And my son really enjoyed this. He thought it was big stuff getting to do school on an iPad. And so I could have easily printed it, but he really enjoyed getting to do on here. And he could write right on here with a pen. So, yeah. And then it was actually kind of nice because sometimes my 3-year-old would do it with him and I could just erase the page and we had 2 iPads because my twins do some of their school on iPads. So each of my preschoolers could use one and I could be right there helping to monitor it with them. And Kate thought it was big stuff getting to do preschool with his big brother. Okay, and then next of all, we are currently still working on the Good and the Beautiful, their preschool course book this here. We are about halfway through here. These lessons are again going over ABCs, which is this here like introduced ABCs to him, but I would say he's having more mastery now with this, but I am working harder with him with the letter sounds than what I was. We have flashcards we go over every day. We have songs on YouTube we listen to. We go over uppercase, lowercase, the letter name, the letter sound. These here flashcards are from ABC, See, Hear, Do, and it has like an animal that goes with the letters and a motion, and so you match up like the motion with the letter. Sometimes we do that, sometimes we just do the flashcards. But this here is from the Good and the Beautiful. It's an activity thing. It has a whole bunch of games in there, little folders with cutouts for different games to help you learn. I can't get it out with one hand, but it helps you learn the letters and matching and stuff like that with uppercase and lowercase. And then this here is practice sheets. So I think we all know that preschoolers love to do worksheets. And so that's what that is. So like I said, we are about halfway through this and we'll continue working on it. And then since he loves finding things, this is the Osborne Big Book of Things to Spot. And he has recently been loving this book. He goes through page by page and has a marker and keeps track of where he's at. And he's working his way through the whole book. And he's doing really good with that. We also have a math book that my aunt had sent me a long time ago. We did Part 1 and we're now on Part 2 or Volume 2. And recently been working on learning how to write the numbers. So that's been really good for him. Practice writing, especially the teen numbers, stuff like that. I'm teaching him the proper way to always start at the top and go down and stuff like that. So that's been good. I laid this here to show you that when I'm doing school with his big brothers, he often plays with snap blocks. These things here, they come apart, and we have a whole bin of them. They're currently downstairs, but he builds all kinds of stuff and counts them and sorts them, and he loves numbers. He's constantly seeing how many greens there are, how many browns there are, and all different things. Okay, and then moving over here, this is stuff I did with Caden. He was 2 and 3, is currently 3 this past school year. I did the gentle and classical preschool with him. It's for ages 2 to 4. And Creed would have heard a lot of the things, like the Bible stuff and stuff that I did with Caden. He was usually in here in the room with him. It's just that this was like my official time with Caden, so I really focused on him, but Creed was right there hearing a lot of it too. So this is all the stuff that it comes with. I got the PDF version and printed it out myself, and then I have a lot of the teacher's manuals and extra stuff just on the computer. But we are not done with this. We are about halfway through. Let me find my lesson. So yeah, we are currently on unit 13, so that's about halfway, and you do 1 unit per week, but we're moving a little bit slower than that. We don't always do a whole unit a week, but it tells you like what to do. It has Preschool Math at Home from Kate Snow, and I have that on my phone. I have a couple of the other resources that you need on my phone, or we use YouTube videos for some of the songs. And what I really like about this curriculum is the memory board. So this right here is my memory board. Everybody's memory board is probably going to look a little bit different, but this is for unit 13, the unit we're at. So this is like the poetry or wonder tale, and I have my stuff is magnetic, so I can take it off or move it, or I have it on clips. Or I have it on clips like that right there, so it's easy to move. But you have a nursery rhyme, the scripture about memory, and this stuff goes to like a little song that you can find on YouTube. This here is from Songs for Saplings. This is the number. So I experimented with printing some of my stuff smaller because I was running out of room. So that's why that one there is smaller. This here is the Virtue and Catechism. I really like these. The songs and stuff that go with it, they really stick in your head, and I'll catch my preschooler singing it when he's playing. This is Manners and Hygiene, and then the memory statements. And so like this week we were actually focusing on nose, on your smell, and I think there's another one I could print out for here, but I'm just saving some ink and just using this one for while we do these 5 units on the different senses. I don't know, up here. And then this down here is Peter and the Wolf, and it is a musical that you can listen to, and she gives you the instruments and the little things I printed out and laminated, and then also the different background cards. So you can act out the story, and you do a little section each other week, not every week, each other week. And then on the opposite week, she has an art print that you can print and hang up here, and you discuss it with your child, and she has ideas on what to ask and questions to prompt. And so that's what that is. There's also some book recommendations to go with some of the artists. So my favorite part is this memory board, because not only is my preschooler getting it, also is my other preschooler, and even my twins. There's neighbor children that hang out in my house a lot, and they hear us singing the songs, and they even learn it. So it's been really great. Yeah. And then as far as for the books, we don't have access to a library, and almost all the books are on YouTube. There was one I couldn't find, and I had my sister in America, in Oregon, go to the library and do a read aloud, send the video to me of the book. So yeah, I'm really glad that a lot of the books are on YouTube because I don't have access to them otherwise. So with the Gentle and Classical Preschool, this preschool morning binder comes with it, and you can do it every day. We did it every day for a while. Now we don't necessarily do it every day anymore, but I wrote his name up there. He can trace it, his age, how he feels. It has the day and the month, which these seasons don't necessarily line up with where we live, but anyway, we just have dry season and rainy season, and it's pretty much always sunny and hot. So some of this stuff we don't do much because it just doesn't vary. It's always pretty much the same, and we don't have the 4 seasons either, but that's okay. We use this page mostly, and we use a dry erase marker. This is just laminated. We use dry erase marker and I erase it. It doesn't erase the best. It probably would work better in a dry erase sleeve, but it's okay. I have the original on my computer, and I just print again if I need to. And then this here also goes with the preschool morning binder. You learn colors, and you learn numbers and letters. So yeah, she has different things you focus on at different times. Sometimes she has recommended that you read from your favorite children's Bible devotional. So this is one that their grandma had gave them that I used. It was really sweet. It's back at the beginning of school year when my son was still 2, and it was perfect for that age. And then this is another preschool favorite one that we use, my first hands-on Bible. She has other books. This is just to remind me to say that a lot of the books we just find on YouTube, the weekly stories. And then this is Big Thoughts for Little People, and this is one that she has recommended for this curriculum. And then I pulled this out just to show you guys. We did different craft projects. One week was a wreath and they wear it on their head. Now I have a string on it. We just hang it in here in our schoolroom. This was a guitar that we had rubber bands on, that the rubber bands literally melted, but you had pencils here that you could tilt and make the rubber band make slightly different notes. My son painted this and then he went around singing the song, I am patient, I am patient. It was so cute. So cute. And then this here is a sand tray, which she recommends sometimes using this for the different letters or for sensory bins, stuff like that. So this is just what I use to store mine in. And then the last thing I do with Caden is name recognition. So I had this card here. I lay on the floor, and then these little cards, and he has to match up the letters, put them in the order, which his name has a lot of letters in, so that can be work for him to remember. And I also have one in here for Creed, but Creed now pretty much knows his name, but at the beginning of the school year, I was still doing it with both of them. This is from The Good and Beautiful. It's insect and spider mazes for littles. And this is perfect for like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. You can use a dry erase marker and you have to find your way through the maze, and then you can erase it and reuse it. The next two things is Cumin workbooks. I also had some from Cumin that were coloring ones, and we don't have those anymore, but those I would recommend first. They were really great for beginner coloring for a 2-year-old. And then these here are cut and paste, which he needs help with cutting, but I work with him on it and paste it in here. This one was sticker. So the beginning has stickers, and then after a bit, it's just you have to cut them out and paste them in. So he definitely needs help with it, but it's good practice with cutting and gluing. Okay, and the next of all is a printable from Tot Schooling. This just represents, I have several printables that were free from online that I printed and laminated for my twins when they were this age, and I used them with Creed, and now I'm using them with Caden, the 4th child. As you can see, some are ripped, but it has Velcro dots on the back, and you just match the shape with the shadow, and they really enjoy this, and it's just something he can do when I'm doing school with the other boys. Alright, that is what I have for this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when I upload again, since I don't do it very often. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!